Good morning, Poke fans! While you were asleep, Japan was making things spicy with a Generation 4 based announcement. So we knew there was going to be a Cresselia and Darkrai arc in the anime, but what we didn't know is that Dawn would be making an appearance. Things are getting a bit more interesting, and yeah, this has blown up. I mean, it's less than an hour, and we're already dealing with 10,000 retweets, over 1,000 quote tweets and counting, and almost 20,000 likes. So I mean, like, this is hype on multiple levels. We have a Cresselia Darkrai arc in the Pokemon anime, which has already been fantastic, but then our girl is back. So that's going to be pretty crazy, and now we're kicking off July with some weird stuff that's going on. Like, at first, I didn't think that Bidoof Day had anything to do with anything, but Bidoof is a Generation 4 Pokemon, and it is kind of starting off July with a weird troll, even though we already had some Bidoofery going on for actual April Fools. A little excessive, don't you think, Pokemon Company? I don't know. But then you just kind of like look around and Gen 4 shenanigans are all over the place. So we got this giant Piplup plushie. I mean, that's just really cool on its own, but it seems like Generation 4 is getting a strange amount of attention, but also we are going into Sinnoh Month for the 25th anniversary. So, as always, it seems like it's all coming together for a brand new Pokemon venture, but there is something to note here. This isn't going to be next week's anime episode. It's actually going to be a couple of weeks from now, July 23rd and July 30th. There's going to be a Darkrai episode and a Cresselia episode, and this is where you start getting into theoretical shenanigans, because I feel like we're not going to get the Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl trailer or Pokemon Presents or whatever is planned from the Pokemon Company until we actually get the release of Pokemon Unite. The reason why we haven't gotten anything yet is because Pokemon Unite is the big game. And a lot of people are just like, when's it releasing? When's it coming out? When's it coming out? We don't know. All we know is July. That is all the Pokemon Company has said. That is all there is. Please stop asking when Pokemon Unite is coming out, because all the official outlets have blasted this information. It's on the flippin' website. Just wait. It'll be soon. This month. At some point. The only thing that's maybe interesting to extract from all this is that the announcement says Pokemon Unite is set for release. It is set. It is done. There are no shenanigans or crackpot theories about things being delayed because something isn't ready yet. Nah, Pokemon Unite is ready, and the Japanese version was more of a stress test than a beta, so we've effectively seen the final version of the game. We are good to go. Now just kind of like whatever corporate shenanigans the Pokemon Company is up to when they're like, hey, when's the best time to release this? When are we good to go? When's everything all set? Boom. So that's going to be how that's dropping. So yeah, like, this is the only kind of interesting thing with how the timeline might line up. I'm also not saying it's like, oh, the week of the 23rd or 30th is when we're getting the Pokemon Presents or Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl information. It just means, like, yeah, we're starting to go into all of this crazy Sinnoh fan service a little later in the month. Maybe we'll also have the announcement before then, and then all of this will make sense. Going into it, we got some screenshots, so it's looking pretty cool, looking pretty hype. We also got some more screenshots. Best Girl is having fun, making friends, and the Pokemon are having a blast as well. So at the very least, this is just going to be something awesome for the Pokemon anime. Then yeah, just kind of going around. This goes in line with the Project Piplup stuff. Project Piplup is panning out in the way that Project Eevee did, where it's like, ooh, we have a little bit of interesting stuff that's kind of tipping towards some kind of Pokemon game reveal or new Pokemon game stuff, but it's not like the most massive of reveals. However, it's like, okay, things are amping up across the board, and now we're seeing a lot of Sinnoh. Alright, so how's this going to play out? Now, the interesting thing about all of these exhibitions just kind of like randomly opening up is that they don't have tons of information inside of them. They're not bringing out anything new. It's pretty standard. It's a very just like straightforward take at how the generations were represented, what was inside the games, some of the extra features and stuff like that. Like, okay, cool, Battle Subway, Seasons, Pokestar Studios, anime, trading card game. That was it. A little showcase on the Pokemon. So it's not a crazy deep dive, but they also don't come out like, oh, it's July 1st, June 1st, May 1st. That means the exhibition is ready. It takes a little bit of time. So just because we haven't seen like the Sinnoh exhibition or we haven't had that information doesn't really mean that it's late or delayed or anything. It's kind of on time. We're just kind of waiting for this information to come through, and then how much the Pokemon Company ties that in together, because it makes a lot of sense. Like, we just saw how this ties in with the video games. Same thing if we go back to Kalos. You know, it's not only like, oh, this is only about Pokemon X and Y. They're talking about the anime, they're talking about the new things introduced, Fairy, Pokemon Mega Evolution, Pokemon and Me, all this cool stuff, and then Series X and Y trading card game. Actually, wow. I didn't even look at X and Y, but yeah, not too much on the video games themselves. And I think it would make a lot of sense if they at least make a nod to Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl in the exhibition, and they can just pull some kind of like little blurb from the website. Also be a really cool crossover with the 25th anniversary and then one of the big upcoming games. They're just like, relive a nostalgic story, and then just a little bit about Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl and like a screenshot or something. I think that could easily fit inside of this, so we're just kind of waiting for all of that to unfold. And nothing is like, we have holidays coming up. We got 4th of July. Also, the 5th of July is going to be observance because 4th of July is happening on a weekend. So I'm not really expecting anything before the 5th. And then we get into that weird like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday reveal, if they're going to set it up for a day, if it's a presents, if it's a random trailer drop, what's going on with Pokemon Legends Arceus. So there's still like a lot of questions, but the big thing to note is we are in Sinnoh Month, and that's tying into the anime, merchandise, 25th anniversary, website, and also just other promotional shenanigans. Because I think like this Bidoof Day, why? Like, again, Bidoof fan cam. That's because we had it April 1st. They already played this joke this year for April Fools, and they're just throwing out another Bidoof Day. Is this some Generation 4 big brain trolling shenanigans? Are they going to continue the Bidoofery and then just be like, get ready to see Bidoof in Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl? Now, that would kind of go against my not before July 5th kind of thing, where it's like, well, they could just do that this morning. And that's kind of always the risk. Like, if a little bit of preemptive Pokemon news drops at around like 3 a.m., 4 a.m. because of Japan or something, we're still opened up for that 6, 7 a.m. Pacific time announcement. So, I mean, maybe we get the trailer today, and then I look like a fool. Or maybe we're just kind of still setting everything up, but it is weird how much Sinnoh exposure we're getting, but it's also not weird because this is Sinnoh Month. Either way, we got big Gen 4 hype right now, and the community is going crazy over it, but again, the more you look at it, the more it makes sense. June, that was Pokemon Unite Month. Even though you wanted that E3, even though you won the Pokemon Presents, it just wasn't in the cards. The Pokemon Company has planned this out very well in advance. And I would say, like, a lot of things are just kind of proving that there wasn't a COVID delay. Like, people are like, oh, everything's behind because of COVID. Nah, Pokemon Legends Arceus is coming out in January. That's the earliest I expected, even if COVID never existed or anything like that. And then also the anime seems like it's still on track if they're putting in the Sinnoh Arc inside of Sinnoh Month for the 25th anniversary. And now we also have this Bidoof Day stuff and all the other merchandise. Like, everything is still on track. So I think we're pretty good right there. And worst case scenario, Pokemon Unite's going to drop, and they can just play that and get addicted and sucked in until it's time for Arceus News, Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, Pokemon Presents, and then those games are out, and everyone's having a good time. So yeah, I think we're in like a really strong position when it comes to Pokemon releases and Pokemon news. So if you guys enjoy the video, hope you all have a nice day. Thank you very much for watching.